Hey there everyone, this is Jeff Perkins with JD Cutlery. Very excited to be doing my first video on the first collaboration of Null Knives and Brandon Corbin from Corbin Steelworks. This is a super exciting collaboration. Null Knives was able to get this set up with Brandon. This knife is, of course, based on the custom version of Brandon's Grace, and these things are just phenomenal. Very hard to get one of Brandon's custom versions, and Null Knives was able to work something out to bring it to the everyday Joe. Which is always appreciated by those of us that can't afford the super high-end customs. This collaboration has been produced by Riot Knives, so you get all of the quality that is expected with a Riot produced knife, with a fantastic designer collaboration of Null Knives and Corbin Blade Works. So super excited to have these in stock. Was very happy that Sean over at Null Knives was able to get me some of these and get me in on this drop. I did get 11 in. There are many different versions that they came out with. I'll go ahead and hit just the basic specs on this collaboration, and then we'll kind of take a quick look at what I've done with some of these. So overall length of the knife is 7.2 inches with a blade length of 3 inches and a cutting edge of 2.9. The blade thickness is 0.125, and you do have a Bowler M390 blade, or of course a beautiful Damasteel blade. They did offer a couple different configurations of this. You've got micarta inlays, solid titanium, limited edition, multicolor purple fat carbon inlays, and then a beautiful black camouflage carbon fiber inlay. So a number of different inlay options, including zirconium hardware with a pocket clip, backspacer, and pivot, as well as thumb studs. And then your standard DLC here, and then your straight titanium for the other components. So handle length on this one is 4.2 inches. Handle thickness is 0.48 inches. And of course they are all titanium because, of course, you know me. We only deal with knives that we can anodize, and we only work on titanium. Weight on this guy is 3.8 ounces. Again, these are produced by Riot. So of course you've got your ceramic bearings and everything that you come to expect from a Riot named knife, or a Riot made knife. The fit and finish is definitely up to standard. Very happy with all of these. Didn't have any issues with things being different from knife to knife. The blade lockup is about the same on all of them. They all center in very nicely, so just what you'd expect from a Riot produced knife. And this fantastic design is just a pleasure to play with. At first, looking at the specs, you'd think, this is maybe a small knife. But for me personally, this would fit into my medium-sized knife category. While it's got a 3-inch blade, the blade has some width to it, and it just has that aggressive, crazy tanto flat ground tip with a hollow grind in the belly. Just a super fun knife to play with. These all are, of course, a thumb stud operated. So a flick of a thumb and you are firing this bad boy out every time. Of course, you can go old school and just do a standard slow. You can even get a flick of a finger on that thumb stud on the underside. So you do have 3 basic deployment options, and you really can't go wrong. It does not have a flipper tab, but I think that is by design. They weren't looking for a flipper type knife. But these do deploy incredibly fast. This is the limited edition Damasteel version. So beautiful Damasteel blade and some really nice multicolor purple fat carbon scales. So you've got a light purple and almost a pinkish purple going through there. So I've tried to mimic that multicolor purple through the pivot and through the different screws, and then I went with more of a uniform purple on the back spacer, pocket clip, and even the 2 little tiny titanium washers that back spacer is floating on have been anodized. So again, these guys all center in about the same, very even. Sorry, I guess I should have picked a lighter color one to show you the centering. Let's go ahead and grab this beautifully done bronze. So centering on, or I'm sorry, lockup on this one, and most of these is going to be between 15 and 20%. Like I said, centering is right on the money. Always look at the center on that back spacer. I don't usually look from side to side because it can be a little wonky looking. You look at that tip down on the edge and in the handle, and that's always going to show you exactly where that knife is at. So just how I go about looking at them. So we do have a number of different versions. This is a polished up bronze with a micarta. I'm fingerprinting it up so you really see what that looks like. Do have DLC hardware on this, and then that nice bronze frame. Same basic treatment, just done in a blue on this one. This one, however, does have the zirconium hardware on it. So any of these that have that kind of satin finish gray look to the hardware, that's going to be the zirconium upgraded hardware. Went ahead and did the zirconium hardware on this satin finish, green background with a heavy bronze storm. Just turned out beautifully. The coloring in these turned out so nicely. That satin just looks so good with the zirconium. That's what I kept going with. Satin finish with the zirconium hardware just accents everything so nicely. And of course, we always try to match a lanyard to each knife. And then of course, we can brighten it up quite a bit by polishing it out. This is the solid titanium version with the DLC hardware on it. Really nice Superstorm treatment with that black hardware to kind of offset things. This is one of my newer color patterns. It is a sky blue that just has some beautiful bronze storm shooting all through it. This one we did the backspacer and pocket clip also in bronze. I'm really digging this color combo. Unfortunately, the lighting in here does not do this light blue or any of these really high polished versions a whole lot of justice, but they turned out just beautifully. I did take 2 of the DLCs, We remove the DLC coating, anodized green, gave it a really nice storm treatment, gave that same storm treatment down the back spacer, and of course on the pivot on the other side. Then we've got a purple blue storm treatment through the pocket clip, multicolor through the pivot, same on that side, and then of course storm treated the back spacer as well. So super excited with how those DLCs turned out. The color just pops so nicely against those. Now this one is really neat. It's a very subdued satin. It's got kind of a gold to purple background with a deep dark blue bronze storm treatment. The color in this thing is really cool when you get it out in the daylight. It just pops so nicely. Nice contrast and a very different look. And that of course is with the camo carbon fiber. And this one is probably the most subdued out of the mix. Navy blue with bronze storm treatment. Kind of running through, of course, all that satin finish handle and the zirconium hardware. And then a nice subdued lanyard. Because you know me, gonna put a lanyard on everything. Always throw it in for free. If you don't like it, just cut that bad boy off. So very excited to have these in stock and have them all finished. Our official drop date on these is December 6th. I was able to get it cleared with Sean. I was hoping to drop them a little earlier, but he had his drop the week of Thanksgiving, or the week right after Thanksgiving. So he told me that I could do it on the 6th or 7th. And of course we wanted to get these out to you guys as quick as possible. So December 6th at noon Central Time, these will all go live on the website. They are all already posted on the website, so you can check out the pricing, some basic pictures of each one, get a feel for which one you like the best, and then you can take a run at it on December 6th, noon Central Time. A couple people have put some questions out there. Is there any way to register for the website? Unfortunately, the website is not set up to save customers' profiles or that type of thing. So you will have to go in, select the knife, put it in the cart, and then go ahead and go through the process of checkout to get one of these bad boys. I do expect them to go very quickly. There's been a lot of interest in these since I started posting on Instagram, showing the little videos. So definitely, if you missed out on the drop through Null Knives, take advantage of the opportunity to get a custom anodized version. Check us out, www.jdcutlery.com. As always, thank you for tuning in, and always keep an eye on our website to see what new and interesting product we've got in. Thank you, and have a good one.